Hi everybody. Okay, so my goal now is to do two short videos and I'll be done for the night because I'm really close to 2400. So these two videos that I make will get me there. Um all right. So the first topic is bold. Because I had some more thoughts after I made the video and I was just thinking about it right now and I've been talking about how it'd be nice to see more of Sheila Kimberlin Brown, uh, but maybe, just maybe, once it's revealed to everyone that Luna is Finn's daughter, then Sheila will come out of wherever she is and want to meet her new granddaughter. And uh, yeah, um, I I said it that way because um, Sheila always seems to be the last one to know about everything, and I'm starting to question why. I mean, before I would say, okay, well, she's always a little sketchy, so, and people don't trust her, so maybe that's why she doesn't know info. But now she's supposedly happy with Deacon and they're married, and she seems to want to be involved in things now. And so this would be the perfect time for her to do that. And I mean, I don't know. I threw it out there that maybe Luna turned out to be a not so good person for a minute because of, well, I threw out two theories. First theory was because she didn't have any fatherly influence, maybe she missed that part. So anything she did was rebelling against that. Okay. Then you have the other theory that I have kind of floated but not really discussed. So I'm going to discuss it now. Um, a lot of people always have the debate of nature versus nurture, meaning, is it how you're raised or a society that makes you the person you ultimately become? And because we're talking about a soap opera here, let's talk about all. Well, let's talk about the most pivotal characters involved in this. Okay, well, if you want to go two generations back, let's just go that far. Okay, so you have Finn and Poppy. Now, Poppy has been called a free spirit a lot. Okay, so that would signal to me that she had a very like nomadic lifestyle and not really the kind of upbringing where you have roots and a house and a certain place you live. You're kind of going from place to place, and maybe that affects the way you think about things and then your future decisions. Um, okay. Then we have Finn, a well respected, very loyal husband, doctor, good friend of the community. I think a lot of people like him. He doesn't seem to have many enemies except for maybe Liam, but Liam only because he Liam wants Finn's wife, which is another category altogether. But okay, for the most part, a guy who has roots and knowledge and compassion and all the good things that you would want in a parent for a child, right? So you would hope that the two people would kind of mix their personalities and then the child would come out like with a sense of wonder but yet stable. Okay, then you go back uh, another generation. Okay, um, Lee. Well, I could go two ways with the parents. Okay, um, uh, Jack and uh, hold on, Jack and Sheila. You know, had well, she had been, and then through some stuff, Lee adopted him, and they raised him as their own child. Okay. Um. Now, Sheila, for all intents and purposes, is what they call and still call, I guess, bad girl because uh, she isn't afraid of the law, and if she wants to do something or get something, she'll do whatever it takes to get the thing she wants. Okay, that can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you use that desire. Okay, um, Jack. I haven't seen Jack too much. I mean, I talked about him in a couple of videos, but I see him as a um maybe not a loyal man because he has a checkered past in that regard. However, I would say he's trying to mend fences in that area. So that kind of gets him some points. But then again, if you're going to talk about that, then you have to have a willing, uh, the other partner in the whole thing has to be willing to forgive you and give you a new chance, right? Okay. So then you would hope again that the father or the male would take over and the grandchild would um, take on more of the grandfather's genes or personality than the grandmother. So I don't know. It's a toss up because I would say that if I had to judge Luna today, her character, like as far as her willingness to want to be forgiven for her crimes or whatever you want to say, uh, I would put her desire for it at a very high level. Um, but yet again, she has to have a willing uh, public who want to forgive her and give her another chance. So, and uh, I still, okay. And then there's another thing I have to clear up a little bit. Um, the relationship between Luna and Bill. Now, we know that they're not biologically connected. However, I didn't think about this until maybe a day ago because I was confounded by the relationship in the first place because I thought it was going to go one way and it didn't. And then I said, okay, what are they going to do with it now? And, but strangely, I didn't want Luna to lose the bond between Bill because Bill is a stand up guy. Now, Bill might have a bit of a checkered past. I don't know too much about Bill's character because, as I discussed in another video, um, I do know about Don Diamont, but I didn't watch him from the beginning when he uh, went to Bold. So I don't know his beginnings as Bill. Now, I know him as Dollar Bill Spencer and the fact that he has a lot of material things and but I don't know about like how ruthless he is, if he would do whatever it takes, kind of like Sheila, but on a different scale, of course, to get whatever he wants. I don't know about that piece, but I do know he seems like a stand-up guy, and um, you know he wants to settle down with one woman, and so once again, attributes that you would want in a father or fatherly figure for somebody. Um, so yeah, I, all that to say that I hope they don't make Luna lose the bond between her and Bill. But for a second there, I gotta be real. It kind of gave me the I don't know because I was like, what is this? Are they gonna turn romantic or is it gonna be like a mentor, that kind of relationship? I just couldn't put a label on it. And, I'm the first person to say that you don't need a label for everything. But it was just in this weird space of like, I couldn't understand it fully. But now that we know more about who's going to be involved in Luna's life, I still want him to be there, if that makes sense. So that's my opinion about all that. Okay. Bye, guys.